Welcome, everybody. We are here today with a special leader in my heart and in the heart of many, many people around the globe.
I'm Ana from Portugal. I don't know about leader, that I do have my days, but it's true that I know people from all around the world.
What is your job?
Well, currently I am a PA, a personal assistant of a family that has vineyards here in Portugal and some other small businesses, investments.
What is your typical day?
I actually started this job 1 month prior to the confinement here in Portugal. 3 weeks after starting to have my daily routine, everyone is working from home. Then in September, we went back to the office until 2 weeks ago.
Let's go back to the time when we could travel and meet friends. And how was your life before in terms of traveling?
I've always enjoyed traveling, and I never took it for granted because you never know when you can go back. But I see that in the future, it will be even more pleasure.
I really want to know more about you and about one of your superpowers, the power of engaging people. So how many countries have you visited?
I kind of lost count in the last couple of years, but it's between 57 to 60, 61, something like that. The first time I traveled on my own, I was 14 and I went to a summer camp because I was learning German. And since then, it's been an adventure because that's when I met my first international friends with whom I'm still friends with. All this happened in 94. Some of the countries I would go there just as a tourist, but the majority of them, because I do belong to an international association of adult scouts and guiding. We have the European conferences and the World Conference, and then the events in different countries. So that's why I've been to Australia. That's why I've been to Bali. After 2009, the year that I did a program in the United States, which is an amazing program called the Global Village by the Yakoka Institute at the Lehigh University. I met 106 people from 54 different countries, and that's when my life changed. A year ago, I was in Israel for a wedding. It's those memories, it's basically what you take from life.
What is the country where you feel more at home?
Right now, I think it has to be Mexico, with the city of Mexico City. Mexico City is amazing, and this is just me advertising to go and visit the city. It's like an open air museum, not to tell you about the food, which is amazing, and of course my people. There are no words, and the only thing I regret is that it's so far away.
If you can pick one vivid memory about Mexico.
It was actually my last night in Mexico City last year. This friend of mine, Juan, he's a very important person in my life. He said, Anita, I'm not letting you go back home without seeing Mexico City as I see it. I did not know that he drives a bike in Mexico City, where you have like 30 million cars or whatever. So we were driving in the city at night, and then we had this really amazing dinner in the most inexpensive place. And then the next morning I had to go to the airport. It was the best.
It felt like we were riding the bike together with you in the back of that bike. How important is for you the mentoring and the guiding that you do professionally?
I do believe that nowadays mentoring is a very, very crucial part, no matter what age you have.
What is your definition of networking and how networking influences your life?
For me, networking is not about, okay, I need to know that person because then I need to get that job and then I need to get that position. I am so not like that. Networking, it is getting to know people. Bottom line is that.
Based on the networking description that you are giving, sounds like network is not something that you need, but you are available. Like you said before, I'm available. You sound like a giver. there is a definition of leader in this sense, which is a servant leader. Are you a servant leader?
Oh, I've always been, although I do it in a unthinkable way. I mean, what I say is that I don't program myself to be a servant leader or not. So yes, probably I'm a servant leader. I mean, I like to give, I like to share what I know with the others without thinking what I can get in return. If that makes me a giver, the other ones are the ones that can tell.
Can you share with us an example of being a servant leader?
Just something that happened to me a couple of weeks in my building where I have the office. It was pouring raining outside, and there's this lady, over 80s, trying to pull her hood onto her head, you know. And I was coming behind her. I said, like, listen, do you mind if I help you? Because I looked at her and I would see my grandmother, you know, and she kept on saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I looked at her and said, like, you don't need to thank me. I mean, it's the little things that matter the most.
We have a definition now of a servant leader. But do you think that the leader could change in somehow the community where he or she lives?
Okay, I'm going to be totally politically incorrect. I think that anyone could change if they would put aside their personal agendas.
What kind of leader will be a leader of change, in your opinion?
A leader should be a person that, first of all, knows the past, lives in the present, and aspires for something greater and better for the future. I think that if you just stick to the basic rule, which is respect for the other, this would be way better.
Have you ever thought about a need in your community, in your country, in your town that you will give an answer to?
So within my role as the international secretary of the association here in Portugal, over these last year, for example, we have a project that is to make quilted covers to give to the homeless here in the area. We started 4 people, and now we have like 10 of us. As Baden Powell, my great leader of the scouting and guiding, said, try to leave the world a better place, you know, a little better than you found it.
Thank you for sharing this. Thank you very much. That was an amazing time spent with you. I look forward to seeing you in person in one of our trips.
Thank you for having me, and it's always wonderful to get to know these new activities that you are involved with, and thank you very much for having me and taking part of it.